Welcome to Kenshi, and welcome to the channel. I'm Twisted Logic. In this video we're going to be cloning characters and their inventories, and we're also going to be able to duplicate any item in the game, and we're going to be able to move characters from one save file to another save file. And so to get right into it, if I go to the squad menu, I have two squads here. So I'm going to create a few squads. Now I'm using the 256 squad mod, which gives me space for additional characters. The default is 30 characters max, so we're going to be going beyond that. And it doesn't matter really what their name is, but as long as you have them created already. Okay, and now I'm going to quick save the game with F5. So game is now saved. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is locate the area in your computer where Kenshi saves the game. It's going to be one of two locations depending on your Steam settings. So local C, program files x86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Kenshi, save. That was my default location. And then the other location is users, username, app data, local, Kenshi, save. Now we found the quick save that we just made, and we're going to go into that folder. And now we're going to go into the platoon folder. And now we want to find our platoon in the platoon folder. Now, sometimes this is named nameless. I believe it goes by the faction name. Twisted Logic Gaming is the faction within this save file. Platoon 1 here is 1 kilobyte. The only one with any data in it is Platoon 3. So if I copy Platoon 3, delete Platoon 4, and then paste in Platoon 3, and rename it to be Platoon 4. Just like that. So back over here in Kenshi, I'm going to press F9 to reload the quick save. Excellent. Everybody's still loading in right now. And if I go back to the squad menu here, down squad 4, we have an exact copy of everybody who was in that file. I just moved them all into the same squad here, and now we cloned everybody. Let's say we want to make a clone army of Cyber Beep. So we moved Cyber Beep into his own squad here. Okay, in Cyber Beep's inventory, he's set up with an old world bow, MK2, a lot of arrows, food, skeleton repair kits, medical kits, and AI core. We're going to quick save. Back over here, Platoon 1 is 43 kilobytes, and Platoon 3 is 208 kilobytes. So I'm going to guess that this is the larger squad, and this is the smaller squad. So I'm going to copy Platoon 1. If I wanted to, I can go to the root where I keep my backup saves, and make a new folder here. Call it Platoons, and then in there, stick this one. Copy that. Okay, so now we have a copy of Platoon 1 in another location. If I go back to the squads here and move Cyber Beep into a different squad of his own and quick save again, I can then paste that file in here. Press F5 and to reload this folder directory, and then paste, replace. And now Platoon 1 and 2 are 43 kilobytes, and that's 2 Cyber Beeps each. Come back over to the game, press F9 to reload. Yes, and back to the squad, and now we have 2 squads of Cyber Beeps. And this one we can rename Take From. Okay, and we'll just take the Cyber Beeps from those and put them into Platoon 4. Okay, save the game. Now replace those again. Excellent, we're starting to make a clone army. So let's save that. And let's say I don't want these copies anymore of these characters. I can move them down to one of the squads that gets written over. And then when I paste in those 2 files, this is going to get written over and those characters no longer exist. So now I got a lot of Cyber Beeps here. Let's save the game and copy this file. I'm gonna guess that this file here, Platoon 4, is the Cyber Beep Squad, so we'll copy that. And we'll delete these 3 platoons, and then paste 3 of them in. And rename this to be Platoon 1, 2, and 5. Yes. Okay, now that we have our squad of 50 cyber beeps, we're going to save the game and copy this one a bunch of times. This file right here, Platoon 4, 1000 kilobytes. So we'll copy that one. Okay, so I just loaded up my test world here. And I'm going to press F5 here, saving the game. Yeah, all these files here are for the test world. So what I'll do is I'll copy, let's do 8 and 9. So we did a cut for 8 and 9 from here to here, and then this one right here, we're going to copy it and paste it twice and then rename it here. Okay, these 2 files are now renamed correctly for this saved game. And we can paste it in here and press F9 to reload. Now these 2 squads right here were just added. And let's go over, let's find out where they are. So we'll double click on one of the cyber beeps. Excellent, exactly where we created them. Except for, now this is a different save file. There's 100 cyber beeps right here. All with food for themselves, AI cores, bandage kits. They all run about 50 miles an hour. This is what the fastest speed sounds like. So if you go to the front page of my YouTube channel, and you click on this right here, this is the Google Drive link. And if we go into the Kenshi folder, we have the Cyber Beep Army files right here. And I would suggest not doing this unless you have the 256 squad limit. And you really only need one of these. And you just copy it and rename it. But I wouldn't suggest doing it without the 256 squad limit because you're limited to 30 characters without that mod. And each one of those files has 50 cyber beeps in it. So this can be really useful if you are trying to create a story-driven Let's Play where you're bringing community members into the game. You don't have to go out and look for those characters. You make the character in another game and just move the files into your story. And one thing that you have to keep in mind is if you're sharing files with other people, any kind of mods that are enabled, if you don't have that same mod installed when you bring the characters over, they're going to be missing parts. So this is one thing to keep in mind. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe for more videos.